Just calm down. You're overreacting. Take a deep breath. Think positive. Just let it go. Have you heard these? Have you used them? Are you still using them on yourself? Today we're going to talk about how these seemingly innocent little phrases can actually be really counterproductive when we're in a dysregulated state and we're kind of trying to use those phrases to force ourselves to regulate. Welcome to Neuro Chat with Diana. I am currently in a master's program for mental health counseling, and I am a MAP practitioner. And so today I really want to talk about this and how some of these really helpful tips that we should try to get ourselves in a regulated state, but some of that some of it can actually make us spiral even more. So I need to set up this pendulum first. Okay, so we're going to experience an emotion. Today we're going to talk about anxiety, okay? And on one end of the spectrum or this pendulum, you have you're experiencing the anxiety, and you go to the extreme of whatever it is that I'm experiencing and thinking is the truth, right? So that dysregulated state is really just your nervous system taking in information, and your body is priming itself to react to that situation. Your brain has to make meaning about it, okay? And in this case, it's attached anxiety to it. It might look like a racing heart, sweaty palms. You are no longer in rest and digest, so you're probably having some bodily symptoms of not being able to go to the bathroom, not hungry, right? It's trying to conserve all energy so that we can address whatever, it's usually fear-based, right? So your amygdala is lit up, your prefrontal cortex is offline, and the meaning it's going to attach to that, of whatever this intense emotion is going to be a lot of times worst case scenario. So if you take that as the truth, right, and the emotion, what I'm experiencing right now is the truth, right? What is that going to look like behavior-wise? It's going to mean I'm going to take out any triggers because my body and my mind are telling me that they're dangerous, that make me feel like I'm in this state, right? That can be things like going after your goals. It felt some kind of way in my body, so I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm not going to go back to school. I'm not going to pursue this relationship with this great guy because I feel very vulnerable, which feels scary, right? So there can be all kinds of behaviors because we're allowing anxiety to completely steer the ship. All right, so that's one side of it. So now we have the other side, which is suck it up, buttercup, or like a lot of these, right? Which aren't always that negative inner critic, but they can look like just like you start to feel the anxiety rise up and you're like, just think positive. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, what is happening when that is going on? It can actually look a little bit productive. You get the thing done anyway, right? You still show up. But at what cost? And if that is the experience that you're having in order to do the thing, there is a cost. So let's say I'm getting anxious and I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to just be positive. I'm going to, just calm down. All you're doing is shoving down the emotion, and all that energy is still in your body, right? And it is going to have to come out eventually. So sometimes people who are in this camp actually think that they don't deal with anxiety because they're productive, and they actually a lot of times really critique the mental health world because, they think everyone over on that side is a bunch of pansies. So you have these people, and they don't think they have a problem a lot of times. But I want to ask again, at what cost? If you have such intense emotions and you're just trying to white knuckle and get it done anyway, where is it leaking out? Do you come home and you're lashing out at people because you just are feeling some sort of way, and now you're in your safe place and you can just be like, why is this place such a mess? And you just, it still comes out. You just didn't deal with it. And the next time you're in that situation, you're still going to have that feeling come up. You're going to shove it down and you're going to lash out again. So we don't want to be in either one of those camps. So what's in the middle? Okay, so with anxiety, this isn't about coddling every emotion. it's about honoring the signal before choosing the response, right? So again, emotions are data. They're not dictators. You don't have to shove them down, and you also don't have to spiral in them either. So when you meet your nervous system with curiosity, not criticism, you shift from survival, both of these ends are still survival, to sovereignty. You don't need to fix it all right now. You just need to meet it. What does that look like? Anxiety comes up. My brain is going to make meaning around it, and it's going to come up with worst case scenarios, why this situation is dangerous, why I need to get out of here. Either I need to freeze, I need to fight, or, like I need to flee. I sometimes even fawn, right? So all those things are coming up. And what this looks like for myself, and what I found very, very helpful, is if I can get to a quiet place. It's not always you can't always do that, but if you can even just go to the bathroom and just be with yourself for a second and recognize what it is, name it. What is it that I'm feeling? Okay, I'm really scared, or I feel like I'm doing this all alone. It feels like I'm alone, right? Which registers to the body as danger. It feels like I'm up against a wall, and now I'm ready to fight. Like, you just need to name it, experience it or name where it's at in the body, and then just sit with it. And I know this sounds woo-woo, but it actually works. You sit with it. You can put your hand over your heart. You can close your eyes. Sometimes people do butterfly taps. Okay, so some of that bilateral stimulation to just, you're not trying to go in the bathroom and be like, calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. Okay, that is going to trigger to your nervous system that this is a dangerous emotion. We cannot be here, right? Okay, so we're sitting with ourselves and saying, hey, there's a part of me that's really scared. And you get curious, why are you scared? Like, what's going on, right? There may be a legitimate reason why it's scared, why the situation reminds me of this other thing. Okay, so that's part of it. Now, I will say that a lot of times when I sit with it and just give it a voice, it flows. It peaks. I was really scared, and now I'm like, okay, all right, that's not the whole story. We're okay. We're actually safe. And the emotion goes away. Sometimes these are still like neurochemicals that are flooding our body. Sometimes my body just needs a little extra time to process what it just experienced. So I might be able to get out of my amygdala, that's completely fear-based, intense emotion-based, and get back into my prefrontal cortex. And I can logically think through it, right? But my body's still kind of feeling jittery, or my heart's still pounding. And so this is where we can take it the next step further, where we're not trying to rush the process, but we're going to sit with it and just recognize, like, oh, yeah, you know what? There's a lot of fear for me coming up. And that's okay. It's okay that I was scared. It's okay that interesting. I'm realizing that I still have a lot of fear around rejection. That's really interesting. I have a lot of fear that people are going to judge me. Interesting. Okay. And just accepting that you're a human having a human experience, and there's fears, and allowing space for it to be okay, to be afraid, and I'm going to do it scared anyway, right? So this allows the body to say, I hear you, you're scared, it's okay that you're scared, I'm going to be with you during this time, I'm here with you, it's okay. And I'm going to take action, and it's also showing the body that thing that you said was going to happen. Look, it's exposure therapy for your brain. We're here, we're doing it, and we're still safe. Okay, so this is not only forcing yourself to just be okay, like I'm okay that I'm not okay, and I'm still going to do the thing. But doing the thing, as long as it's really not actually a danger, it builds capacity, it builds resilience, and it builds true mental health. Right? Again, it's that place where we're not going to force regulation and act like everything is okay all the time. We're not going to allow all emotions to dictate our life all the time. We're going to have emotions. We're going to be okay with having emotions and build capacity to do things anyway, even when those emotions tell us not to do them. So that's when safety returns. That's when regulation becomes possible. So if regulation feels hard right now, it's not because you're broken. It's because your body is asking for presence over pressure. So start there. It's enough.